Hey everybody, I'm Jill Redfern and welcome to Third Shift Movement Shop, home of literal technique. In this tutorial, I'm going to give you a really simple exercise to practice finding alignment of the arm bones when the humerus moves. The collarbone may move the scapula, but movement of the humerus in the shoulder joint will sometimes also move the scapula. So we need to figure out how to maintain alignment of the shoulder girdle when the humerus moves. So there's two kinds of movement going on here. We know the shoulder girdle has three joints, and the movement in those joints can prevent alignment of the arm bones. Then we have movement of the humerus in the shoulder joint, right? It forms the shoulder joint with a cavity in the scapula itself. It snugly fits in there and it's held in place by connective tissue. It's not a bone-to-bone attachment as much as it's fitting in there and connective tissue is keeping it in place, all kinds of connective tissue. The humerus has a lot of range of movement. It flexes, it extends, it rotates, it abducts, and it adducts. It does all of those things. That's how we're able to do this with the humerus in the shoulder joint. When we take the arms overhead, the humerus in the shoulder joint is going to move the scapula up. So what happens to alignment of the shoulder girdle when we do that? If we bring the humerus up, we still have to prevent the joints of the shoulder girdle from messing up alignment of the shoulder girdle. That means elevation, depression, protraction, and retraction. So those four things that the joints do cannot happen if we want to maintain alignment of the shoulder girdle when we bring the arms overhead and the humerus in the joint is bringing the scapula up. So let's do a really simple exercise to sort of get this in your body so you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I'm going to stand in rotated first position, and we're just going to take the arms starting at the side, we're going to sort of do a swim. And I'm not bringing my arms up over 90 degrees because I want the shoulder girdle to stay stable. Then we're going to take the hands down and come around. And down and around, and down and around, and down and around. So when we do this, we're just going to do this 4 times. Just follow along, and down and around, and down and around, and down and around, and down and around. So you can see the arm itself is rotating in the joint, but the collarbones are not moving the scapula around. The arm is moving in the joint, it's rotating the humerus, but it's not, the collarbones are not moving the scapula around. Now we're going to take that same movement of swimming and coming down and around and take it overhead. Follow along. Now notice when your humerus comes up, so does the scapula. Down and around, down, up, down, up, down, up. While we're doing that, we could easily be elevated or protracted or retracted is probably the most common, where we bring the shoulders back too far and we get a destabilized rib cage barrel because we've moved the vertebrae. But when we keep the collarbones stable, we can bring the arms overhead without destabilizing the shoulder girdle. Same thing here. Notice I'm not going behind. I'm not coming around and going behind. We're staying right at the sides of the body, so we don't start to get into retraction. So those two movements, first at 90 and then overhead, will help you feel the difference between movement in the shoulder joint and movement in the shoulder girdle. The shoulder girdle attaches us to the central alignment of the body, the 33 vertebrae. It attaches the humerus by way of the shoulder girdle. So the shoulder girdle stability and neutrality, even when the arms are coming up overhead, is really significant. So distinguishing between those two movements is also important. So try that on your own. It's not a big thing. You can sort of feel, you'll be able to feel if you're doing this kind of thing. Same thing here. Feel the difference between the shoulder girdle and movement in the shoulder joint. Okay, in your class this week, I'm sure there are going to be multiple opportunities for you to try this out. Wherever you can, just find the distinction between the two kinds of movement. Okay, I'll see you next week.